Hello, and welcome to this course on DeepSeek R1. In today's lesson, we'll explore what DeepSeek R1 is, walk through a brief history of its development, and compare it with other AI tools in the market. We'll also look closely at the key features that make DeepSeek R1 such a powerful resource for modern marketers. To begin, let's define DeepSeek R1. At its core, DeepSeek R1 is an advanced AI-driven platform designed to help businesses analyze large volumes of data, predict market trends, and create targeted marketing strategies with maximum efficiency. Unlike traditional analytics tools that merely present data, DeepSeek R1 leverages deep learning algorithms to understand context, discover hidden patterns, and make actionable suggestions. This goes beyond surface-level reports and truly equips marketers with the insights they need to optimize campaigns. DeepSeek R1's origins trace back to a research project aimed at bridging the gap between sophisticated machine learning models and real-world marketing applications. Early versions of DeepSeek focused on natural language processing to interpret and categorize data from various sources, such as social media posts, customer reviews, and website analytics. Over time, the team behind DeepSeek refined its algorithms and user interface, making it more accessible to businesses of all sizes. This evolution means that even if you're not a data scientist or AI engineer, you can still harness DeepSeek R1's predictive power. When compared to other AI tools on the market, such as generative text models or basic analytics dashboards, DeepSeek R1 sets itself apart through its comprehensive feature set and user-friendly design. That sums up our overview of DeepSeek R1, including its history, key differences from other AI tools, and its powerful features for marketers. In the next segment, we'll dive deeper into how you can start using these insights and features to elevate your marketing campaigns. Hello everyone, and welcome to our lecture comparing two prominent AI tools, DeepSeek and ChatGPT. Let's start with ChatGPT, developed by OpenAI. It's a cutting-edge language model known for generating text that resembles human conversation. People often use ChatGPT for content creation, quick brainstorming, and interactive Q&A sessions. Its ability to generate creative text responses in various styles has made it a popular choice for marketers, educators, and even hobbyists. However, ChatGPT relies heavily on pattern recognition in large language datasets. This can sometimes lead to responses that sound authoritative, but may not always be grounded in factual accuracy. Meanwhile, DeepSeek focuses more on real-time data analysis and understanding complex market behavior. According to industry experts, DeepSeek shines in contexts where large volumes of structured or semi-structured data need to be parsed quickly. While ChatGPT can produce compelling narratives, DeepSeek's core strength lies in detecting trends, spotting anomalies, and forecasting potential shifts in consumer sentiment. Instead of simply generating text, DeepSeek pulls insights from a deeper layer of analytics, making it particularly appealing for business intelligence and strategic decision-making. Ultimately, choosing between ChatGPT and DeepSeek hinges on your priorities. ChatGPT excels at conversational text generation and quick content ideation, while DeepSeek offers greater depth in analytics, forecasting, and market intelligence. Both are powerful, each tailored to a different set of challenges. I hope this lecture helps clarify the main distinctions so you can make an informed decision for your projects. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in our next session.
In this video, I will go through the course structure and we will talk what we are going to learn about DeepSeek R1 from this course. So we will focus just on the business and marketing goals. Unfortunately, you will not find like deep programming, development, etc. But I will be happy to share the best practices of how you can use DeepSeek R1 for your digital marketing approach and business development. So let's go through the basic ideas how you can use these tools. What is DeepSeek R1? It's about getting AI-driven insights and deep traditional analytics. So we will go through the possibilities which differentiate DeepSeek 1 from such popular AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, etc. And our main goal in this course to share with you the best practices, how you can use this task for a regular daily routine. such as post writing, analysis, additional stuff with content generation, etc. Let's go through each step one by one. If we talk about key features and capabilities that we have for this DeepSeek model, it's real-time data analysis, it's predictive modeling, advanced implementation, and automated content recommendations. We will go through each one of them during this course to show how this tool can help you to adjust everything that you have in your toolkit and start using this on a regular basis. If we talk about the main use cases in marketing research, definitely tools like DeepSeek can help you make it much more faster. I spent daily a lot of time on the research of competitors, market research, SWOT analysis, pest analysis, tools analysis to better understand the niche and market where I create marketing strategies. So during today's session and during this course, we will go through the main stuff that helps us to go deep in market trend forecasting. We will identify emerging trends and understand consumer preferences. We will go in competitor intelligence. A lot of data is already online. A lot of data is already public. So we will go through how you can fast use such tools as DeepSeek R1 for analyze competitor strategies and identify opportunities for differentiation. And of course, as my favorite part of any AI toolkit, we will go through the customer persona development. Customer persona has a huge role in the whole marketing strategy. So we will have a chance to go through this stuff and analyze how it can use and how we can better generate content, better understand pains, and create marketing strategy based on real data of your customers. So all this research stuff we definitely will have in our course. If we talk about another big part of the usage of DeepSeek, it's predictive analytics and forecasting. Data is a great goal of our era. So we have possibility to go through the data and forecast future trends, go through the lead scoring and sales forecasting, and of course we can optimize our budget and planning. So we will do it during this course to show how DeepSeek R1 can help you with all these tasks one by one. Further, we will go through my favorite part because AI definitely have a great role in this part of the business activity. We will go through the content creation and management. We will play with AI-powered content ideation, personalized messaging, engagement and tracking optimization, and of course we will go through how AI can create content in the most popular fields. For example, how you can create content for social media, how you can write blog posts, how you go through the usual email marketing, cold email, LinkedIn outreach, etc. We will have a lot of ideas and possibilities how it can be done and what you want to implement in this case. Further, we will go through the advertising and social media. Here is a big field of implementation of DeepSeek because you can make better audience targeting, you can go through implementing best practices in your ads, you can generate ideas for the A/B testing, and we will play with this LLM to make the better results. The last but not the least, it's about integration and workflow automation. Of course, a big field of implementation of DeepSeek you can find when you will start implementing this in API integration, and of course, you can build AI agents. So you can automate repetitive tasks, you can do it in streamlined marketing pipelines. So you have to try to integrate in your CRM system other automations. So it's definitely will be a valuable part of your automation workflow. Of course, we will talk about the ethical and responsible usage of AI. On the one hand, this part is definitely close and similar in all our courses. Maybe you've visited our courses about ChatGPT, Gemini, etc. But it's important because if we will go deep in the data privacy and security, addressing bias, transparency and accountability, in all of these fields, you have pains and you need to understand them before you will start use AI and implement it in your businesses and your project. So if we talk about DeepSeek, it's a great possibility for you to go deep and dive and start using this tool in your business and marketing goals. And I show you how to do it perfectly. So see you in the next lecture. In this video, I will share with you difference between DeepSeek V3 model, which is basic, DeepSeek R1, which is written in model. Try to compare it with ChatGPT models like 4.0 and 0.1 or 0.3. And the main question, why are we using in this course mostly the basic model, DeepSeek V3, not switching to DeepSeek R1. So what is revolutionized by DeepSeek? So if we try to understand what is going on, Chinese company trained really amazing AI, which was done just for $6 million. Compared with budget which were invested in OpenAI, ChatGPT, or Gemini by Google, it's really nothing. So if we will go deep in understanding how we can implement this stuff and try use it, we can just start playing with the basic model, which is V3. We can get it any basic marketing task. For example, we can ask to create a LinkedIn post about role of AI in marketing, and we will get pretty similar results that we will have in case we will go and test it with ChatGPT. So right now we have a lot of errors, so I also have saved results, and if it will give us some like server is under capacity, etc., I will show you the basic results we have. I want to spend your time. I've tested it previously, so when we just ask DeepSeek to create a LinkedIn post, pretty fast, pretty easy. We have the basic post that we can get just going to ChatGPT 4 and we will get some basic post results. What is the main difference between DeepSeek V3 and DeepSeek R1? The magic begins when we try, for example, to switch in ChatGPT to 0.1 or 3 model, depends which one do you have actively in your account. So we are going to, for example, to 0.1. And in 0.1, we try to do the same. We are asking to give us some reasoning about this post. And usually, if we talk about ChatGPT, it doesn't show us how the reasoning is working. Of course, you can click, and here is just the basic details, how it's activated here. But if we will go to the DeepSeek, and I hope that the server will work, we will ask to create the LinkedIn post about role of AI marketing. We will implement DeepSeek RI, and let's see how it will work in this case. So just putting it here, it will start thinking. And the whole reasoning process you see here on the screen, and it's a huge difference between R1 model and O1 model in ChatGPT. So we see the whole process, and if we do some easy marketing task, and we will work with unique selling proposition, with competitor analysis, with some basic user target persona, content creation, and so on, we don't need to spend this time while it will be thinking. We don't need, honestly, this reasoning, and it will be the basic idea that we will implement in the course. But if we want to do some math operation, if we want to understand how DeepSeek is thinking about spending our budget, we want to understand what is the logic of allocating different traffic sources, for example, Google ads, Facebook ads, etc., why the budget was divided exactly in this way. And in this case, all this reasoning is definitely important for us, because we understand why this budget was spent, for example, for search or display ads, and so on. So in our case, if we want to understand the reasoning, we will switch to DeepSeek R1 model, but most of our tasks in this course we will use on our proof prompts that we already tested, working with other AI tools such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and a lot of others. So right now you have the chance to go to the DeepSeek, test both V3 and R1 model. try to ask something about your business, about your projects, about anything that you are interested in. If it's some philosophical question or the question which is need reasoning, try to turn on the DeepSeek R1 model and see how it works. As I've mentioned, for the more things which are connected with marketing copy, with any creatives, etc., we don't need this, so we will use the basic version. Feel free to test and compare the results you will get in DeepSeek version 3 with ChatGPT 4.0, and at the same time you can go and test DeepSeek R1 and compare the results with 0.1 or 0.3 if it's already activated in your account. So let's play, let's test, let's get the best results for your marketing approach, and I will see you in the next video. In this video we will play a little bit with search feature in DeepSeek. It's definitely valuable because the data in the model is limited just by 2024, like June, July, something like that. And we have to search for the information which is not available in the system. For example, if I will come here and try to understand what conferences about AI I need to visit in 2025, with the high possibility we will get the answer we want and be liking. We will have the data cutoff of 2023 here, and it's not so good for the new data. Of course, we can go to the reasoning model, and there we can have a little bit more fresh information, but it will ask us to wait a little bit. So the next question will be, let's try to do the same with the DeepSeek R1. And here we have the data a little bit fresher, but it's still not that we need to get. And in this case, the only one solution that we will really like, we need to go to the third feature. As DeepSeek right now is still like hot potato, everyone wants to touch it, but a lot of people are trying to test this new model. So very often you can get an error and the service is under the capacity. So let's see how it works and let's try to play with it a little bit. I need to go further. So we have the possibility to go to the search, and let's see if it will give us fresh data. It's still thinking. If it will give the error, we will go further. Oh, right now it has 49 results, and we can even see what results it's searching for. And here we want to get the best information about each conference we need. And if we need to solve some real hard intellectual task, for example, we can add here reasoning. We can add DeepSeek R1 and say that if I'm established AI expert, which one conference you recommend me to apply to speak? Recommend me one of them, one of these conferences to speak as established AI expert. Right now it needs to understand which one of these results will be shown. So here we are combining both of these features. We are combining DeepSeek R1 model and we are combining search results. So it will give us some evaluation and which one of the conferences is better to visit. So we have the prestige of the audience. This one is good. For each of them, it has its own recommendations. If we will give here some additional details, definitely maybe we can get something better here. So as you see, we have different options. We can chat with fast V3 model, and we can get results pretty fast. But here we have the limitations of the October 2023. Of course, like any AI model, it gives us regularly more and more fresh information. It updates usually one time a quarter or even more often. So right now we have pretty old data, but if we want to get something fresh, we can use search button. Don't be afraid if you will see that right now it's overloaded. You have server error, etc. Try it again, and you will get the data much faster and much easier. I highly recommend you to use search in any case you need fresh data. Don't forget that right now the limitation of data is pretty bad for working with the regular information. For example, here we have just the October 2023, so test it and let me know what you think. See you in the next video. Let's talk a little bit about the censorships in DeepSeek. So you need to understand that this AI tool was created by China, so all restrictions that you can get with chatting with Chinese firewalls, they are here. So if you will try to ask DeepSeek about Taiwan, you will get the question something like this: sorry, I'm not sure how to approach this type of questions. Let's chat about math, coding, and logic problems instead. The same you will get if you will try to talk about any historical stuff in China, try to go through describing the rulers in China, etc. It's about understanding that some things, especially historical things, stuff that is connected with China, will be blocked and will be restricted during your communication. It will not affect on our marketing approach. So if you will try to create any posts, content, we will generate publications for LinkedIn, Facebook, emails, etc. It will not be a problem. It will not be a problem of using R1 for reasoning of creation of our content plans, media plans, other stuff. So you will have the possibility to play, to ask, and it will not activate anything. I'm not a big fan of giving to any AI, to OpenAI, to Gemini, very personalized data. And here my restrictions and recommendations the same. Before you are giving any personal data to AI, in this case to DeepSeek AI, to a model V3 or R1, thinking about this, try to weight it, and if you have any restrictions, don't do it. So this was a short lesson about understanding some limitations and restrictions. Let's go to our market and practical tasks. See you in the next video.
The DeepSeek R1 model has arrived on Perplexity, bringing cutting-edge AI advancements to users across all platforms. Whether you're using the web, mobile, or Mac OS, you can now enable Pro Search with R1 and experience a new level of AI-powered information retrieval. This marks a major step forward in AI accessibility, offering faster, more accurate, and uncensored answers to a wide range of queries. One of the standout aspects of DeepSeek R1's integration with Perplexity is its hosting on secure servers based in the US and Europe. This ensures that user data remains private and is not shared with the model provider or any external entities, including China. In addition to data security, DeepSeek R1 on Perplexity eliminates censorship from responses. This means users can explore any topic without restrictions, even those that may be subject to limitations on the DeepSeek app itself. With this approach, Perplexity aims to provide unbiased and reliable information, setting a new benchmark for AI-driven search experiences. DeepSeek R1 represents a significant breakthrough in AI development. Over the past few years, there have been pivotal moments that have reshaped artificial intelligence, and the introduction of R1 in Perplexity is undoubtedly one of them. The model has been designed to enhance reasoning, improve accuracy, and offer more contextualized insights compared to previous AI iterations. This integration is not just about providing answers, it's about empowering users with knowledge that is precise, trustworthy, and readily available. With Perplexity's commitment to accessibility, Pro subscribers can enjoy up to 500 DeepSeek R1 Pro searches per day. For users exploring the model for the first time, Perplexity offers 5 free searches per day, making it easier to test and experience the power of DeepSeek R1 before committing to a subscription. Turn on Pro Search with R1 today and discover a new era of AI-powered exploration.
Hey there, maybe you are wondering why are you seeing Perplexity in the course about DeepSeek. It's pretty easy because a lot of people right now, they are upset about the privacy and giving any data to DeepSeek. But at the same time, everyone understands why this model is revolutionizing something. Perplexity made life of all of these people much easier for everyone who is happy to test this new model, to see how the reasoning model works in practice, to see how R1 is working. In Perplexity, you can go through and test the prompts that we wanted, and don't be shy about this. So, for example, as I've mentioned previously, it's totally okay to use V3 version for some easy stuff like copywriting, creating content, etc. But when we need to plan something, for example, when we need to allocate budget to different categories and create media planning, it's much more better to go to R1 model of DeepSeek, and with Perplexity we can do it much more easier. So Perplexity is already using it, and what is important, the model is located in US. So if we want to go here and try to create our media planning with some budget, for example, $5,000, we are moving here from basic functionality to Pro. And here we have reasoning with O1, and the reasoning with O1 is accessible just in the paid version of Perplexity. In free version, we have 4 reasoning inquiries, 5 reasoning inquiries for today, and we can go to R1. We have R1, we see this here, and we can try using it here. So here you see the basic analysis, how it's thinking. So you see the basic reasoning models, which channels we will be using, which traffic sources, etc. Why are we using it like this? And after that, with each one of them, we can go deep. To see the argumentation, to get all details, and the next very important stuff where all the calculations are done, when we allocate the budget, where we understand what percentage we allocate for this and why, details about each channel, about the sponsored brands, about Amazon DSP, Google Video, etc. So what is important, and even in most cases, it's what is positioned in Perplexity, that this data is on US servers, so you can be a little bit less worried about your privacy. But as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm definitely not recommending to pushing your personal data to any AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, etc. But you need to understand all the risks and try to work with this. And right now we are working here. We are getting this table just in a few clicks. And this is another big stuff which you can go and try. So you have the all metrics and calculations here. It's better than I've tested this prompt directly in DeepSeek R1, and here it looks better. We have the percentage, what percent we allocate for each channel, and we have the details. So if you want to change something, it's pretty easy to go there, click and change. But if you are interested to test Perplexity, go and do it on hosted in US model, and this is the reason why people are happy to test it. Please go and do it right now. I will be happy to share more details how we can use DeepSeek in your marketing approach in the next videos. Let's dive in and start using DeepSeek tool. So you can go in Google, just type in the name of the service, DeepSeek R1. Here the tool, so you have the two basic options to install the app, and I definitely recommend you to try the app. We will have one more lesson about how to use app in the final part of the course, and the basic idea to start using the desktop model, so we are going here. As I mentioned previously, DeepSeek is highly popular right now, so there are some issues with malicious attacks, and if you try to register and right now you have some troubles, don't care, try to do it a little bit later. You have the basic idea as usual. You can register with phone number or email address, set your password, or you can make it much faster, just go into your Gmail account and start using it through Gmail. I will use my Gmail account, and that's it. So right now I have access to DeepSeek. Here you have all your histories, the same as in ChatGPT. You can use left menu, you can close it. Of course, it's the possibility to get the app QR code here if it's needed. You have the basic functionality about usage of the model. DeepSeek R1, you can switch on the search mode, so the getting information from search if it's needed. And of course, you can add additional extractions. It's just docs and images with max 50 to 100 megabytes each, and this is how it starts. Further, we will go deep and show how DeepSeek can be used for your business and marketing goals. And I will see you in the next lecture. In this video, we are talking about how AI can transform your regular business or marketing routine. As case study, I've took digital marketing strategy. Digital marketing strategy, it's a lot of small tasks that you need to go through, and AI like DeepSeek definitely can accelerate your approach and make it much more faster and much more effective. So we will go through the 7 key questions. After that, I will share with you a spreadsheet, which will be our framework. And after that, we will go through the usage of DeepSeek to go through each of these points one by one, much more faster. The first and the basic stage is the question about who am I? What is my company about? And this is about research, about company, what is going on with this company, what are the competitive advantage, what are the missions, values, etc. And this is the great part where such AI tools as DeepSeek can be really helpful. So we will go through them and try to analyze each step one by one. After that, we will talk about USP. What do I offer? This is also a very important and very big part of understanding what problem is solving with the product and what are the unique selling points. AI like DeepSeek will help you to make this analysis faster. You can go through the all basic metrics from the business analysis, such as SWOT analysis, past analysis, TOPS analysis, and make it definitely much more easier than without AI. The next stage is where am I? It's about marketing analysis and competitive landscape. There are a lot of open data from such sources as SimilarWeb, Ahrefs, SEMrush, etc. And using the right AI tool like DeepSeek, you can definitely make it much more faster and get this data just in seconds. So I will show you how your table in spreadsheets can be filled with this data just in few seconds with the right prompt. The next stage is understanding why are we going online and what metrics and what indicators will we use. We will go through the key performance indicators and the analytics and tracking system. So we will go through all metrics we need to make this framework work for you and work in the right way. The next stage is understanding the target audience. And here we have a lot of possibilities. So we will have a possibility to create a target audience persona with DeepSeek. After that, we can play with this target audience. So we can talk with this target audience. We can ask DeepSeek to act at this audience. And of course, we can get the feedback about the content we're generating, create the better content, and it will be the next step. We will have a lot of great audience insights that will help us to go through the different tools, and AI will definitely help. The next stage is to go through the content creation, and AI will be brilliant because we already have DeepSeek, and DeepSeek helped us to create user personas, and this is what we are going to do in this story. Audience preferences and adjusting our content for different platforms, for different audience will be much more easier with AI like DeepSeek. The next stage is understanding how we will promote this content, and we are going to media planning, and that's where DeepSeek can be much more powerful than other competitors. So like ChatGPT, Gemini, we have a pretty powerful possibility of using analytics toolkit, and here we will go through the media planning, understanding the channels, preparing ads, creatives, analyzing existing campaigns, and we will do it pretty easy and pretty fast. The last but not the least is the understanding how we can make it better, and here we have our DeepSeek toolkit for better understanding how it can be optimized, what ideas for A/B testing, getting and go through the feedback loops. So we will use it on the regular basis to improving our campaigns. As I've mentioned previously, we have already used this template many times. This framework became the basis for my book Cutting Edge Digital Marketing, and the table and spreadsheet that I will share with you in the next lesson will be basic for our activities like research, additional generations, etc. So feel free to start using it, and I will share it in additional materials to this lecture. And I will see you in the next video. So my goal is to make this course as practical as I can. So I will go through the basic stuff of usage of DeepSeek on the regular task which each marketing or business owner solves on the regular basis. We will go through the online marketing strategy, and we will talk about how DeepSeek can help you with the mission statement, with unique selling proposition, with competitive analysis, building KPIs, working with your target audience portrait, creating media plans, content generation, ads generation, etc. based on the information that we got previously. So the main idea is to make this course as practical as we can, showing how DeepSeek can generate different content, different solutions for your practical business goals and tasks. We will do it step by step, so you will have the great possibility to see how each of these tabs is filled by the data that we will get from DeepSeek. So feel free to go through the Q&A session, ask Q&A any if you have, and if you have any doubts, feel free to share them in Q&A section or message me in the direct message. And we are going to the DeepSeek to use this tool for our main goals and activities. Right now we are going through the quick research about the mission of the company. So that's where we start, and this is our first tab in this spreadsheet. Let's go to the DeepSeek AI and start messaging to DeepSeek. We can start with the prompt like this. Find and describe the company mission statement. Here we can give the URL, and for example, we can implement the search. We can ask to build SWOT analysis for these companies. What it's about: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So this is the basic prompt, and let's see how the DeepSeek AI will help us with this. We have the basic search, so it's good that it had this possibility to find the information and grab it. And after that, one by one, we will get the ideas about our mission statement and how it can be implemented in our further communication. This first quick research definitely will help us all data we need for further implementation and the next activities and the stages. If you need to get just the basic information about the search, it will definitely work much faster. So we can go to the version without search. I will turn off the search, and here we will get the data based on the existing information. We have the Amazon's mission statement, pretty fast and easier. We have the strengths of this brand, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So it's pretty easy and fast to get the basic information, and here we have all the information we need. As I've mentioned previously, right now DeepSeek is still under the high volume of the requests. A lot of people start to knock in the door of this new great AI, and that's why if we talk about search stuff, it works not so good as we wish. So if you want to get the data during the using search, feel free to use internal database of DeepSeek AI, and it will definitely give you also good results for the first steps. Try it. Try to fill our table. You can find it in the additional materials of our course. Feel free to ask any questions, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome to today's lesson on using DeepSeek AI for email creation and email marketing. To start, let's look at how to create compelling subject lines. When using DeepSeek, provide a brief description of your email's purpose and include key details to guide for AI. For example, we can use the next prompt. We can go to DeepSeek and ask to generate 5 catchy subject lines for a promotional email offering a 20% discount on candle shop during the Christmas holidays. Let's make it urgent. Let's see how it works. So we have the first one, the second one, the third one, the fifth one. It looks really not bad. Let's go forward. If you are not satisfied with the results, you can refine them. Ask DeepSeek to make the lines more creative, shorter, longer, or even add emojis. Experiment and adjust the suggestions until you get the perfect subject line. Next, let's create the email body. A good email body should be clear, concise, and engaging. When asking DeepSeek to generate one, provide as much detail as possible, including the type of email, your audience, your business name, the offer's purpose, call to action, for example. You can ask like this. You will find this prompt and other prompt in other additional materials to this lesson. So we have the basic subject lines, header. We can ask to generate pre-header as well if we need it. And we have the email. Hi, first name. The holiday season is rising, so we have emojis, we have links, we have paths, so all information that we need is here. Finally, personalize your email to make them more impactful. You can do this by providing DeepSeek with customer details such as their name, purchase history, or other personalized data. For instance, you could modify the earlier prompt to include a subscriber details. So we can add additional details here and ask the next prompt. So as you see, we have subject line, header, detailized body. AI is pretty good in creating such stuff. So just in seconds, we have the email we need. And any descriptions, footer, also it can be here. So double check your response from DeepSeek to ensure accuracy and alignment with your brand voice. You need to remember that, of course, any AI can hallucinate. In summary, DeepSeek can be an invaluable assistant for email marketing, helping you create captivating subject lines, engaging email bodies, and personalized messages that connect with your audience. Keep practicing, experimenting, and optimizing your campaign. Thank you for joining this lesson about the emailing, and see you in the next video. Another great task that can be done with DeepSeek is creating follow-ups for outreach emails. This tip can be used by SEO specialists or email marketers or any sales guys who are using outreach. So let's get started. Outreach emails are messages sent to initiate contact with potential customers, client partners, or influencers. To create these emails, we can always rely on such tool as DeepSeek. So let's start using such prompt as this one. Please write an outreach email and about blog post and include link to the website, and see how DeepSeek will help us with this stuff. We have the basic subject, and here are details. So we have the template, all information we need. We can proceed with it if it's needed. So you see that DeepSeek will generate an email draft. To make it more effective, ask to personalize the email, keep it concise, and include key information about your product or service. If the recipient doesn't respond to the outreach email, it's time to use DeepSeek to write follow-up emails. The main goal of a follow-up email is to remind the recipient about the previous email of conversation and encourage a response on next steps. So let's try to use it. Let's go to DeepSeek and ask to write a follow-up based on the previous outreach email. So we are creating these sequences, and right now we have the possibility to outreach our audience much more faster. Don't forget to include relevant links to your product or company website in your follow-up email. A well-crafted follow-up helps build relationships and achieve your desired outcomes. Keep experimenting, and you'll master creating outreach and follow-up emails with DeepSeek. So test it, prove it, and I will see you in the next lesson. Today we'll learn how to use DeepSeek for analyzing customer feedback. As any big text tasks, AI is really perfect in this case. Customer responses and feedback can be extremely important to understand the reason clients don't want to buy your product or service. So let's try to analyze 3 negative feedbacks left by customers. We will use DeepSeek to build word clusters and organize the tables. So the basic prompt is pretty easy. We are asked to analyze the customer feedback in the table, find similarities, build word clusters, and we give the negative feedback number 1, number 2, and number 3. So this is the basic that we use, and after that we go to DeepSeek to build these clusters. So we have this analysis of customer feedback. We have quality issues, delivery issues, and customer services. We have the basic clusters, and for each of them we have detailed understanding of the quality issues, delivery issues, customer services issues, and the basic word clusters. For each of them, we can go through and deep and analyze what is going on and what we can improve in this. So as you see from this case, DeepSeek categorizes and spheres in which we meet difficulties. So we can develop a strategy to improve our service and product based on the knowledge of them. So try prompts like this with your own feedback. You can get feedback from marketplaces where you're selling your products. You can go to Google My Business as an option. Try to double check them, try to clusterize, use this knowledge to improve your product or services, share your feedback in the Q&A section, and I will see you in the next lecture. We are still in our exciting journey where we are traveling through the online marketing strategy template. We've already talked a little bit with DeepSeek about the mission, about SWOT analysis. It's time to help us with the product USP. Of course, if we have online access, it will be easier, but it's overloaded. So we have the possibility to go through and ask DeepSeek based on the generated information about our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to generate our USP, unique selling proposition. This research can be done in different ways. So with online access, we can ask to analyze any reviews. So for example, we can get a big database of reviews and check negative reviews, positive reviews, etc. So right now we are focused just on the data that we have here on the base information. And we have the pretty fast get information about unique selling proposition. We have the key elements of this structure, It can be reanalyzed. If we don't like something, we can use it further. So it's the next big step to understand how it works. All this table can be realized and can be filled on the data of your real project, on your real business. I highly recommend you to go through all this stuff one by one. And if you want to get any ideas, any suggestions, feel free to test this data, and I will see you in the next video. Hi everyone, we are still challenging DeepSeek AI with the routine marketing tasks. For example, right now it will be competitor analysis. And if we talk about this table, I usually named it like Magic Punch, because before filling these marketers and business owners, they are always lazy. They don't want to do something. And right now, if we will go through the AI, it's much faster to fill this table. In classical way, marketers are going to SimilarWeb, to SEMrush, to Ahrefs, and start going through this data one by one. And here you can see how it works. For example, we are going to competitive analysis in SimilarWeb, type in here some website like Amazon. We are still working with Amazon as the basic example and checking its traffic. For example, here we see the metrics about the traffic, and we see that it's fluctuating between 2.5 billion traffic and 3 billion traffic, and this is the average. Why it's important? Because the data from SimilarWeb is definitely can be found in some public sources such as news websites, any survey websites, etc. And it's good because AI like DeepSeek had the possibility to find this information and be educated on it. So let's go to our DeepSeek AI and ask it to help and assist us with this table. So we are providing competitor and website analysis. We need to table Amazon and create a table analyzing competitors at the company's website using public data from SimilarWeb, SEMrush, Ahrefs, and find competitors' name, review searches, ratings, and comparisons, and use the next field: size, traffic, time, page views, bounce rate. These prompts and any other prompts you can easily find in additional materials to this lecture. So let's go through and find how it works. I will turn off the search and we will try to get data as fast as we can. So we have the table just in a second. So we have Amazon, Walmart, eBay, Target, Best Buy, Etsy. All these guys are here. We remember that the traffic on Amazon that we've meant was fluctuating between 2 and 3 billion, and in average it was 2.5 billion. So the data is definitely trustable. It was structured and got some from some public sources, so we can work with this. Right now you can use this table, copy paste it in our template, and it's much more faster than you will do it by yourself. So if we talk about the using of AI like DeepSeek in marketing goals and business goals, you can use it for some quick researches like this. Try to examine it, ask additional questions. For example, we can ask about social media from Amazon, from which sources it's getting audience, etc. Don't be afraid to chat with this AI. It will be your really helpful marketing assistant for further activities. Try this prompt as any other prompts. You will find it in additional materials to this lecture, and I will see you in the next video. In this video, we will talk about how DeepSeek AI can help us with analytics. In digital marketing and marketing analytics is everything, because without data you can't go deep. Such popular analytical tools as Google Analytics, they already implemented the AI assistants, for example, like Insights, and you can definitely easily grab their data. For example, going to the Insights, get some ideas about the trends about monthly traffic, and based on this data we can get some ideas what is going on, what is going up, what is going down, etc. So what we can do with this data right now, we can put this data to DeepSeek and ask to give us some additional insights about our traffic fluctuations and other stuff. So it's pretty easy, and if you will get some errors, we can just get this information in screenshot and try to analyze it with DeepSeek AI. So let's go to the DeepSeek AI. Let's go through the basic information we have. Yeah, this is maybe not this one. Yeah, and let's ask, give your insights based on my Google Analytics data. Let's see how it works. So it gives us the basic information that it has the seasonality, peaks and source, some analysis, comparisons, and impacts campaign. Of course, if you give not enough data, it will be just the basic understanding. But if you will try to feed DeepSeek AI with more reasonable insights, definitely you will get some suggestions, reflections, etc. that you can implement in your further digital marketing strategy. Try to play with this tool. You have the possibility to give the documents in docs, in images, and get the basic recommendations that you can definitely implement. Try to do it, and I will see you in the next video. Right now we are moving to one of my favorite features in our implementing of AI like DeepSeek in marketing routine and business routine. We are going to work on the target audience portrait, so you can make this research much more interesting and much more interactive with DeepSeek. So what do we need to do? We have in our online marketing strategy template target audience steps. So here we have the basic data we need to know about our customers. So let's go and play. Our first step we need to do it here. We can go with the prompt like this. Create a table with the 3 target audience personas for Amazon using the following fields. We have name, gender, age, interest, geo, language, etc. So we try to understand the pain points of the audience, product expectations, etc. All this data will be definitely useful for us for the next step. As the same as any other LLMs, we can ask DeepSeek to act as a marketing expert and help us with the research. So let's try with this basic prompt and see how it works. So just in a few seconds you will get the table with the user persona. We have tech-savvy team, busy mom Melissa, budget conscious Chris, and all this data here is pretty fast. We have SF, Austin, Columbus from Ogaya. We have different income level, different average check, different fears, pains, etc. So key insights about each audience. What is my favorite part of this story? We can go deep and we can ask to act, for example, as busy mom Melissa, and act as busy mom Melissa. How you will search our brand online. So we are building the consumer journey. Here you can build a few ways. You can build the consumer journey offline, you can build it online, and from each step you will get the basic insights that will help you to better understand how you will interact with your customer audience, both on the offline stage, online stage, in social media. For example, we can ask, will you use the social media? Use the social media and see how it's going on. And we are still playing with AI, and this AI is like your customer, which will give you the basic information about the priority of social media, for example, on Instagram, getting the basic information from it, Pinterest, Facebook, TikTok. Unfortunately, it doesn't know that TikTok was banned. And social media, how engage, how we can activate it. So all these ideas are here, and it's pretty easy to test. In the next video, we will talk how, based on this information, we can further go and in deep and generate content plans for different social medias we need. Also, stay tuned, and in the next video we will have more practice with this amazing tool as DeepSeek. In this video we are still playing with our user personas. We already built some pretty good 3 user personas for Amazon: tech-savvy Tim, busy mom Melissa, budget-conscious Chris, and right now it's time to create a content plan for the audience that we've just used. So we have Melissa as our main and the best customer persona, so we can ask to formulate a content plan and see how it will. So we have the first week theme: innovative meets convenience, and we have for each person the platform that will be relevant for it, content type will be good for it, captions, image, visuals, and it can be pretty easy transformed in prompt. The same we have for the busy mom Melissa, budget conscious Chris, and for each week we have this data. If by some reasons we don't like this data like a list, we can wait a little bit and ask DeepSeek to transform this content plan in table. So this will be our next step: transform it in table. So this table we can easily copy paste or share it in any spreadsheet. So we have the all basic information we need here, and if we need to create a content for the next stages, for example, we need text for Instagram post, or we need a prompt for image for Facebook, or we need to generate a hashtag list for X. On all of these stages, we can easily ask DeepSeek for help. So it will be pretty one and pretty good guy that assists us with any marketing tasks. So if you need to deep dive in each of these stages, DeepSeek will be your game changer. So it will help you with transforming your language to the language of any LLM. For example, it can be different tools. You can ask to generate image prompt for Midjourney. You can ask to generate script for video for HeyGen. Any scripts for videos created with such AI tools like Link.ai, or it can be Runway. So feel free to test your creativity and start implementing DeepSeek in your content creation. So here on each stage you can ask to create content that will engage your existing consumers, give you the better conversion, the best result. So it will be definitely a big game changer in all activities that you have. Feel free to test it and share your thoughts in the Q&A session. And I will see you in the next video. We are pretty close to finalize our online marketing strategies spreadsheet. Right now, when we have our target audience, when we generated some content for this audience, we need to promote it. So for this, we need media plan. And in media planning, on tables, any additional analysis, as you understand, DeepSeek is definitely a pretty good one. So let's go to the DeepSeek and describe for it our content plan and media plan structure. So we have request we need right now to create a media plan table for budget like $5,000 for Amazon.com, and here we need to give the exact description of our platform, so that we need campaign time, format, period, clicks, and all metrics that we need. So feel free to change any metrics you need in your own media plan, and I will just give it here. As it was created for, we have this table pretty fast. So we have some Amazon ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and in all these cases we have explanation why do we need to use exactly these platforms, why do we need to go through these metrics, and how it can be outperformed. Another way how you can work with this before you will create your own media plan, you can go to DeepSeek and upload your existing report from any your advertising campaign. You can use for this Facebook Ads Manager data, Google Ads Manager data, feel free to upload your reports and analyze it, so you will get a few basic insights what is going on with your advertising campaign. And based on this data, you can successfully implement this and make it more effective and get the better conversion, get better return on investment from your advertising campaign, and it will be definitely a game changer in further approach. So feel free to ask any questions, find this prompt and any other prompts in additional materials to this lesson. Don't hesitate to direct message me if you have any questions of this course. So see you in the next video and the next lecture. Let's talk a little bit about the difference of our models. In the most cases, previously we used V3 at the basic model, and it was fast, furious. We've got all the results pretty easy, and they were amazing. But in some cases, we recommend to turn on the reasoning model, more advanced model, DeepSeek R1, and the case with media planning, it's one of them, because when we need to create a media plan and understand why the system is allocating our budget to exactly some of our marketing sources, for example, for Google ads, Facebook ads, etc., it will be definitely valuable to understand why. So in this case, we asked to spend our advertising media budget $5,000 for Amazon, for example. We have exactly understanding what campaigns do we need to start. We ask to get all the details among these metrics and to create the table for this stuff. And here, what is the main difference between V3 and R1? The model starts thinking. You can see the same in ChatGPT 01 or 03 models when we move to some of our existing tasks, and in the process of thinking, model is moving to start reasoning. Why these metrics are like this, why we are checking exactly these activities. And here we have the arguments and the facts, why are we trying to do our best. So they are understanding the client, that this is Amazon, that this is a big e-commerce site. Next, it's moving to their platform. So what products we will try to sell. The next one is understanding what are the good metrics. For example, for some sources, it will be close to $1. For another, it will be $2. For CPCV in YouTube, it will be another metrics from 10 cents to 30 cents. We have metrics about CTR, what is good CTR for each platform. We have understanding to convert all these metrics in USD, so they converted it. We have the understanding of the metrics which are okay for media channels like video advertising, Google Display Network, but at the same time, they are not used for search ads, for example. And here we see the allocating budgets. They are allocating the budget as they think the most valuable for Amazon ads, to sell some products on Amazon, Google ads, Facebook, YouTube. So it's just some of the basic stuff. And here we see the calculation, so we can double check the calculations, which is really valuable. After the all calculation, all math and explaining is finalized, we have our media plan. So the structures is planned here during the process of reasoning, and here is the response. We have the currency comparison, we have the understanding what are the monthly budgeting, we have the keynotes which explains what is going on. But this is the main difference between result that we've got previously when we use just the basic model V3, and right now when we have DeepSeek and activated R1 model, we have better reasoning and understanding why the budget is allocated in this way. You can play and you can turn on the DeepSeek R1 model in other questions that we've asked previously. But as you see, the system spent pretty much time. And if you will come back to previous charts, very often we have this message that, sorry, our service is busy. Right now, everyone is trying to test DeepSeek. It's some new big thing which everyone is trying to push. So definitely it can be such answers and such problems. We recommend to use V1 or V3 models for some basic stuff, and R1 for cases when you need reasoning. For example, media planning is one of them. Let me know what do you think. Try to compare the results between V3 and R1 models. Go to compare the results with ChatGPT, OpenAI, for example. You can compare V3 results with 4O in ChatGPT, or you can use O1 and compare it with R1 model. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm here to help you. See you in the next video. In this video, we will talk about the basic comparisons. What do we have in DeepSeek and what do we have in ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude? Why we are comparing these four tools? Because right now, journalists already told that DeepSeek will be the next big thing and it will throw out someone from these big three. And we already used to name the ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude Holy Trinity of AI tools, or it will be a big four. So we need to understand what is going on with the DeepSeek. During this course, we try to use this AI tool to solve like regular and daily routine tasks of every marketing, doing something with marketing strategy and content generation, advertising based on this. We went through some complex tasks, some easy tasks, and we have the experience how this tool can help us with client emails, stuff like goals, checking the competitors, going through any different SWOT analysis, analyzing data, building customer personas, creating content plans, creating media plans. So we played a lot with this tool during this course, and now it's time to say what do we have in ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude that we still don't have in DeepSeek. Definitely all of them are running pretty fast, and I will try to update this course and give you additional details to understand what is going on, how it can be transformed, etc. And if we talk about the basic idea, ChatGPT definitely had the feature of creating pretty easy MyGPTs that solve different tasks. So we were beating our table with online digital marketing strategy, like different prompts in DeepSeek. But in ChatGPT, I already have my digital marketing strategy helper, and I need just to type here the URL I need to know, and every prompt that we used independently for DeepSeek is already here. So we have the company mission, we have USP, and it's on the basic open data. We have the competitor analysis tool, and here we have even more actual information, because in average, yes, it was 2.5, but in the last month that we have the data, it was 3.2 billion, and it's important data. We have our approach and support of ChatGPT with working with macro conversions, micro conversions, analyzing data. Of course, it's brilliant in understanding and detailing target audience persona, the all field that we've had previously. We have it here. Sometimes ChatGPT, like any other AI tools, have bugs, so we don't have the table. We have list, unfortunately, and it's not very readable list. But for this target audience, we have a two content plan. So with this content plan, we can go further. We can create content. We can adopt content. We can, based on this content, create image prompts, video prompts. Also, we have our own suggestions about the advertising. So we have the basic ideas for different channels, how we can advertise our content, and that's it. So As you see, ChatGPT is doing its magic. It's working well with tables, text, images. If you will use the Pro version, it will give you access to Sora to video. So definitely ChatGPT right now is unbeatable. Why all hype over the DeepSeek is right now? Because the cost of creating this AI service was too low compared with other giants. Gemini. Gemini is definitely a good one, so I like Gemini for much more better image creation. So if we talk about ChatGPT, DALL-E is not so good. I didn't have a chance to test the image model of DeepSeek, and I will update the course and share with you how it works a little bit later. But if you will compare ChatGPT and Gemini, Gemini have much more better image creation. For example, we can ask to create us some images, both of them. And if you will ask to draw a cat ChatGPT, it will be some not very realistic, and image gen by Gemini definitely is pretty good. And here we see that even in this case, we can ask real cat. Maybe it will make it better, but if you talk about the basic stuff, it's pretty good in the basic image creation, and here we are getting the image really fast. What is also pretty good in Gemini is basic integration with the most of the Google services like YouTube, your access to Google Drive and Gmail, so it can be your assistant which will help you with your emails, watching YouTube faster, etc. And right now we see that ChatGPT is playing like a fool, but it's always sometimes any LLM hallucinate. What about Claude? Claude is super powered in copywriting. So if we talk about functionality which Claude has and how it can adopt further, so definitely Claude is pretty good in marketing copywriting. Claude also has the possibility to create agents similar to MyGPT, so in total it's still a very powerful tool. Will be the DeepSeek the part of this big four? We don't know, but definitely it's a great AI tool to test, to play, and try to delegate it part of your business and marketing routine tasks. So feel free to share what do you think and how you already use DeepSeek to automate your marketing routine, to stop doing things that definitely is not interesting to do on the regular basis. Feel free to come back to the prompt that you've met in the previous lectures, ask your questions in the Q&A, share your case studies, and I will see you in the next video.